Here's all the World War III news that Philip Defranco put on TikTok in just the last 7 days alone. Oh, but first, moderation team, you give me a lot of problems with some of these World War III stories and the language used, and explicitly when I use Philip's news clips. And that is breaking news. It is perfectly fair use in every single way. So let's just be cool. I'll be back with you after these clips from Phil.
Russia is cyber-attacking the United States as we speak. Russian hacker groups have been DDoSing U.S. state governments, Congress, the IRS, and airports over the past few months, also attacking Lithuania, the Eurovision Song Contest, and MI5. And as far as a response from U.S. Cyber Command,
the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find.
Saudi Arabia has shared intelligence with the U.S. warning of an imminent attack from Iran on Saudi and Iraq. U.S. military officials in the region have been placed on an elevated alert, the U.S. saying it stands ready to respond to Iran's attacks. Saudi says Iran's attacks will be an attempt at distracting from its growing domestic protests, and this comes as the U.S. and Saudi have been engaging in a war of words for the past few weeks. The U.S. will be deploying 6 nuclear-capable bombers to Australia. They're also currently constructing a facility for the B-52s near Darwin, and experts say that placing them in Australia is a direct warning to China, with the U.S. expected to rapidly build up its presence in Australia because the U.S. can strike China from Australia, but China would struggle to hit Australia from China. Ukraine has severely damaged Russia's Black Sea Fleet in a massive drone attack. So Ukraine conducted a combined marine and aerial drone attack in Sevastopol. And one of the ships severely damaged was Russia's flagship vessel. And get this, Russia is blaming the UK for the attack. So in response, Russia has backed out of the UN grain deal. Right, Russia's response is starving Africa and the Middle East. That'll show the Brits. Saudi Arabia has sent another warning to the United States. Right, the country that funded 9/11 is furious that the US and other Western nations are using their oil reserves to, quote, manipulate prices, and saying if they keep using their emergency supplies, they will face more pain in the future. And Turkey told the U.S. to stop bullying Saudi, with Saudi saying it's choosing to be the maturer party in this dispute with the U.S. And when asked about this, Dark Brandon smiled and said, get your booster. India has warned Russia against using nuclear or radiological weapons on Ukraine. And this comes after Russia called China and India to convince them of their unfounded dirty bomb claim. Also, sad Vlad decided to tell the lie himself today. This as the Russian Security Council said that Ukraine needs to be de-Satan. The U.S. says it will make full use of its military capabilities, including its nuclear weapons, to ensure the defense of South Korea and Japan. This is over the past month, North Korea has continued to escalate by firing artillery into buffer zones and has continued to conduct provocations towards South Korea and Japan. And yesterday, North Korea fired warning shots at a South Korean ship, with North Korea believed to be conducting another nuclear test soon. Follow me for more.
Wow, guys, there's a lot going on with World War III, huh? I really like Philip Defranco. I think he is a pretty fair creator, and I don't think he's necessarily in anybody's pocket besides his own. He's not controlled by the big media groups, and he's giving you his read. It's not always an opinion you know I necessarily agree with, but at least it's him trying to be honest, which is very hard in media. So tag below. Love me some Philip Defranco. Again, that was just 1 week of World War III news. Let me know if you like this format. I can do this again.